Have you ever come across this? I feel like a lot of people are dating based on what they see on social media, based on the peer, and also on peer pressure of just society in general. I feel like a lot of people have this time pressure where we've been dating for 4 months. What are we? We should be in a relationship. When it's not even quite ready to be in a relationship, you know what I mean? Where the cake fully hasn't baked yet. And particularly with me, if I'm going to do a long distance relationship, I see that it looks good at first, you know, because
what's looks good at first,
yeah,
baby.
it looks good at first. Oh, I'm gonna come visit you. Yeah, we'll be out there. But do they really know what it takes to be in a long distance relationship?
Probably not.
How many visits have they came over? Because the first visit is always
it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a tourist. They want to come here. We got to see this from out here. Got to go to the Burj. Got to go wherever. It's a tourist thing. But you know what it takes is like, this is not going to be every visit. Like, are you really coming out here to see me? Can you just come out here and we could just do normal everyday life, you know?
You know what, man? Like, I agree with you. I remember in the beginning, obviously when Lindsay was visiting in London, it was touristy at first, but then it felt good just to do nothing. Not having anything planned, just being on the couch, talking ish, watching Netflix, cuddling all day, ordering normal food, not having to go out to a restaurant every time that you're in. And like, that is really what I loved about her. Comfortable silence, doing normal stuff. We like a lot of the same things, right? She likes her own space. I like my own space. And we're able to coexist in the same space without having to give each other active attention.
Yeah.
We're able to passively be together when we're focusing on our respective crafts and on whatever we're focusing on. But there's not that need to be overly attentive to each other because we kind of could feel each other's energy. Yeah. And I think that's the beautiful part about my relationship. And that's what I love. And I think that.
And is there other pressure? So I'm at the beginning stage. If it's okay, 4 months, is there other pressures? You're 5 years in. Is there other pressures as, hey, it's 5 years. What are we doing?
Of course, right? I mean, yeah, like obviously there's the you guys been together for 5 years, but we're in an unconventional relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like we've only lived together less than one of those years of those 5, right? Like, can we at least get our first apartment together? Yeah. Can we get our first dog together first? And she doesn't, like, shout out to her. She doesn't really pressure me on this because she knows her bag's secured when it comes to me, right? Like, I know this is the person I want to marry. I know this is the person I want to be with, right? So there's no pressure about that. But for me, it's all about timing. Yeah. Marriage is about timing. Marriage has to be, that's a lifelong commitment. Yep. Any lifelong commitment needs to be thought out about, right?
People don't do this process of figuring it out.
Can we think about this? Like, this is forever, right? This is 40 years, right? So before you sign on the dotted line, it's a legal relationship and it's also a spiritual one. Yeah. We are the right people for each other. Can we at least get to a place where it's the correct platform and the right foundation for us to grow and give ourselves the best chance to make it to the end? Yeah. That's always been my perspective on marriage. Yeah. It's not the person. I know the person. Me and her want to get to a certain place before we make that commitment and we jump to it because we want to grow a family together. Yeah. We want to have those systems in place whereby we're not struggling for those things, right? Yeah. And I just think that people don't think about that because they're enamored with the status of being married rather than the actual reality of being married.
With the status, with the timing, tick, tick, tick. But it's like, are you really?
Somebody claimed me. Exactly. I think that's what a lot of people want. Like, somebody claimed me, right? And I'm like, can we think about how you got claimed, by who you got claimed, how you got claimed, when you got claimed? Those are all the other things that you need to really be focusing on, right? Yeah. And I think that's why a lot of things downfall because people get caught up in the lust and the emotions and they want to, whatever. But it's a rational decision that needs to be made, right? Yeah.
And they're high off that honeymoon stage, early on when things are great. And it's like, okay, let's do this. Why are we not taking that next step?